Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make Tortas De Milanesa. In case you guys want to learn how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with the ingredients. So for this recipe, we're going to need 2 pounds of extra thin beef top round, torta bread, half a tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of California chili powder, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, salt, black pepper, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 cups of plain breadcrumbs, 6 eggs, 3 cups of pinto beans, 1 jalapeño, 1/4 of a white onion, canola oil, queso fresco, pickled jalapeños, and your choice of toppings. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. So in a small frying pan, I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. And I'm just going to wait for that to heat up, and then we're going to add our onions and jalapeños. Okay, so once our oil is hot, we're going to add our onions and jalapeños. And we're gonna cook them for about 5 minutes. So just saute them until the onions turn translucent. Alright, so once that's ready, we're going to add our beans. Alright, so my beans are cold, so I'm just going to wait for my beans to heat up a little, and then we can smash them. So once they're hot, we're going to smash them down. Now you can also throw them in your blender. Okay, you want to be a little lazy. I'm just kidding. I should throw them in the blender, huh? So I want my beans to be completely smashed. And if you don't have a bean smasher, you can always use a cup or just throw your beans in the blender. Alright, so once our beans are done, we're just going to turn it off and set them to the side. And now we're going to start working on our meat. Alright guys, so now we're going to prep our meat. So you can also use chicken breast if you rather have chicken than beef. We're going to start by tenderizing the meat. So we're just going to flatten it out even more. And I'm going to cut my meat in half, just because we're going to put them in tortas, and I want my meat to fit my torta, my bread. Flip it over. Do the same to the other side. So I'm going to cut it in half, and depending on how many tortas you're gonna make, then it depends on how many slices you're going to tenderize. So these are perfect. So you're just going to repeat the process. Alright, so I'm going to use little trays that are going to be big enough to fit my meat. So I'm going to start with making my breadcrumb, and I'm going to use 3 cups. And with the breadcrumbs, we're going to mix all of our spices. So we're going to start with the cumin, oregano. Make sure you kind of crush it. Our chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. We're also going to add black pepper, and black pepper and the salt is going to be depending to your taste. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of black pepper and half a tablespoon of salt. So now we're just going to mix it all together, and this is where all the flavor is going to be. So just make sure that you mix it all well. The next I'm going to add my flour, and we're not going to add anything to our flour. So that's that. And then we're going to beat our eggs. Okay, so we're just going to lightly beat our eggs. And I'm going to add black pepper and salt. And now beat it. All right, so once we have our eggs, we're going to transfer them into the tray that we're going to dip our meat. So first we're going to dip our meat into the flour. So make sure that it's all coated on both sides. Just remove that excess flour. And now we're going to dip it into our egg. And I'm going to use one hand for the egg and then the other one for the bread. And now dip it into the breadcrumbs. So make sure that nothing's showing, that your meat is fully coated into the breadcrumbs. And once we have our meat, we're going to set it on the side and just leave it there. And now we're going to finish working on all our meat. All right guys, so once you have your desired amount of meat coated, we're going to move on to the next step. On a large frying pan, I'm going to set it on medium heat. And I'm going to add about 2 cups of oil. So now we're just going to wait for that to heat up and then we can start throwing in our meat. All right, so once your oil is ready, we're going to add our milanesas and we're going to cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes each side. So they're very thin slices so they don't take very long to cook. And here I have a kitchen towel ready, so like that after they're ready, we can drain all the excess oil. Alright, so after you cook your first 2 milanesas, your oil should be pretty hot. So now they should cook in about 1 minute each side. Alright, so once we're done, we are ready to prep our tortas. Alright, so in my large frying pan, I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. You can always use mayo if you like. But I like butter better. And I'm going to cut my torta bread in half. And I'm going to toast it. Okay, so once my butter has melted completely, I'm going to place my bread. And toast it a little bit. Alright, so now we are ready to put our tortas de milanesa together. So I'm going to start by putting the beans on the bottom of the bread. So just add a thin layer, or depending on how much you like. And if you don't like beans, I mean, you can skip this. And of course, you know, like I said, the toppings are all optional. Okay, so now I'm going to put my milanesa on the bottom. And then my avocado, I like to use it as spread. So depending on how much avocado you like, you just place it like that. Okay. Now I'm going to put my queso fresco. And I love queso fresco. So I make sure that I have queso on each bite. And now, of course, our lettuce. our tomatoes. Look at that, looks so beautiful. Onions, I love onion. And that's basically our torta. My mouth is so watery. So now just close it. And of course, we need our jalapeños on the side. And there you have it. Your torta de milanesa. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part. Yes, I am ready. We're going to share it, right? Cut it in half. It smells so good. Okay, you ready? You grab your piece. Grab mine. Ready? Oh, you need help? It's like a cheeseburger, like a big cheeseburger. Okay? Like that.
Be hurry. Cheers.
Cheers. Ready? He's ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can't eat it.
So good. What do you think? This is seriously so delicious. Everything together. Okay. It's super, super delicious, you guys. Perfect. The whole combination together is just perfect. Super fast, super easy, and it's just full of flavor. And always, you can, if you don't want to eat in a torta, you can always just eat it like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is just perfect.
Yeah.
Ready?
Man, my tummy.
Perfect for the kids too. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, my super easy and delicious tortas de milanesa. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta.